Right, so this is the rig I'm going to be using. This is a stiff hinge rig. The water's very clear, so it's on a fluorocarbon boom. I'm chucking it quite a distance. So there we go. Got a size 8 little troddy. It's only a 10mm pop up there, little white one. It's a milky toffee, all glugged up with some cell. I'm just going to fish some singles today and see what happens. Got a pink one on the other. I've got one on a troddy, one on an old like sort of D pop-up rig, and then one on a stiff hinge rig. See what's going on. Having to play around in the winter. Just a normal distance, bit of lead core, this 4-ounce distance lead, and there we go. So what are you looking for?
Either like the deepest water and maybe a bit of gravel. Seeing how far this is. Found a nice clean gravel spot.
It's like raining, but it's not. I can't feel it.
Yeah,
Can you see it? Am I just fucking going crazy?
Yeah, I can see it. But
the team we all know, love and trust. It's really mild, isn't it? For like, saying that, has been some really cold temperatures back when I was in London. It was -3 wind on this morning, and then my old man was like, "Nah, fuck it, I ain't going out." So no, we didn't go to the river in the end. I was gutted. Went out and got pissed instead.
nearly
18 reps. So what's that in distance? So
72 in it.
Good job these float, because it went over the road. Beast class. Make sure to sink the line. Takes ages to sink the line. This line doesn't sink very well.
Huh?
No. It does sink, but it's not as good as subline, but it casts like a beauty. This is Fox Exocet line, 13 pounds distance line. It just glides out there, mate. Gliding. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit about a little winter mix. Recently I've been fishing quite just sprinkles of bait, but I do like a little bit of a mix in the winter. For this session I'll give them a little bit more of a bait. Very simple, pretty much similar sort of stuff that I use in the spring, just scaled down on the amount of ingredients. First, number one ingredient, corn. Like I've done really well in the past just on loads of like literally 10 tins of corn spread out on an area, just corn, but get all the juices in there as well, just a cheap one, so that has the smart price. So that's the first one. These are 10mm little boilies. These ones are like a spicy sort of fish meal. It's a CC more boilie, so a couple of handfuls of those. And then the last ingredient is we have a faithful nutcracker. So these are 18mm. I much prefer using bigger baits, but this time of year, you know, I think they much easily take a 10mm, or what I do is I just crack them up, which you would have seen me do this before. So just crumble some of these up. I chuck the odd couple in whole for the greedy ones. As well, I do often use maggots, but it's only a quick nighter, and I will be doing a maggot session at some point. Again, it's money as well. What date is it today? It's the 20th.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's 20th of December, so you've got 5 days until Christmas. I've spent so much money on Christmas shopping, so otherwise I would have been down Ringwood Tackle to get a couple of gallons of maggots. But this will do. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been fishing, three weeks odd. And it's been even longer since I caught one, so I'm gagging for it. I've been talking to the lads in the bailiff. Nothing's come out over the last 3 weeks. Hardly anything's been coming out. So it's toughened right up as it does in the winter. And there you go. We've got a mix. And there's your mix. It's mostly, crumble them ones up as well. Mostly small bits, very visual, very sweet. All that sweet corn, all the juice makes it quite sweet. And it's just a nice little bit of sight. Not too much bait. I mean, it's probably half a kilo, and that's going over all 3 rods. It's just enough to spark a bit of interest. We'll fish a little snowman or a bit of fake corn over that, or one of these boilies tipped with a bit of plastic. And there we go. Get on it. All the bits from the crushed nutcracker, it's absorbing all the sweet corn juice. Seagulls attacking it. You'd have thought there's only a few of them, you'd have thought they'd fucked off somewhere for the winter. Water's nice and clear at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe them fish will be all, if you get one, it'll be nice and dark. Only got a couple left, really. Tuna in the salt, in the brine, that's good this time of year. See, it does bring the cats in the summer, same as the bream, which is really, really good. So all the traps are set, all the rods are out. It's now probably about 2:15. Gonna get dark in a couple of hours, and it's a beautiful day. It's been drizzling a little bit, but now it's nice. Hopefully there'll be a bit of cloud cover, so it won't be we won't get a frost in the morning. So I'll tell you where the rods are. I've got one out there by the snags, quite tight in there. I managed to get one in because I did actually manage to get it stuck on the tree because it was blowing a hoolie earlier, and it's just gone flat calm again. It was weird, for about an hour it was just blowing and blowing, and managed to get a couple of sponfuls on it as well. So that's just on a stiff injury, a little 10mm white pop up, that's just that over there. And then right out the distance, I don't know if you can see that, on by the rope, got one in between the first 2 buoys, and then the other one sort of a little bit off there, so it's quite close with some more spoms over the top, and we'll see what happens. So far I haven't seen one fish move, which is strange for down here, but the wind has changed and it is blowing in here, so it's not too bitterly cold. It's a cold wind, but it's not crazily cold, so hopefully they'll get on it. Liam's got his rods out. What have you got? What have you got on yours?
I've got 2 on the sort of like IQ2D rig that you use. One on white, one on yellow, and then the middle one, no, the left one is on a stiff hinge rig with a pink pop-up.
So it's pink against white. How far out?
2 of them are at 100 and the other one's on a nice clean gravel bit about 80.
Nice. So mine are all in silt. They're all in deepest water I could find. Down there is just soft. Still, it's very deep down over there as well. I'd imagine that's why I put a stiff hinge on, because of the amount of, if you ever look down here, the amount of leaves and crap, because the water's really clear, that you can see down here. So you're going to be fishing on top of that. So a nice little stiff hinge rig on all of this. That's going to prevent that from obviously getting caught up. There's 9 people on at the moment. 9 people on the lake. It feels like it's abandoned, doesn't it? And that's, you know, you'd think, oh, and that's quite a lot of people, but that's like really quiet for this lake. Saying there's only 4 or 5 days to go till Christmas, so it's all good. Put about half a kilo out, spread over. Not much bait, but just enough to entice, hopefully. These seagulls going mad. First take of the session, and as you can see, it's our friend Mr. Breeze, which is a good sign. It means they're getting on the bait. It's probably a nice size fish. I don't think it will beat my PB. Back of the net. Let's have a look. It stops. Get a hold. There you go. £12 7 ounce. 12 pound 7 ounce bream. It's not the biggest sort of shape bream I've caught, but it's definitely the fattest bream I've caught. I mean, look at the belly on it. Look how thick it is. Right.
It's ate all your bait already.
Better not have. Oh yeah. Right, so I've just had this one. It's a big old unit for a bream. It's £12 7 ounce, which I was quite surprised at. I thought, oh, it could be a double, but if you see, it's really fat and thick. See, it looks like a carp swimming off, doesn't it? There we go, bream. Well, good morning. It's I'd say about 8 o'clock in the morning. Did the night, and it's been a kind of an eventful night. It was about 3 o'clock and my middle rod ripped into action, absolutely melted off, proper one toner, and couldn't get my boots on, struggled, fell out of my sleeping bag because I had it right up tight because it was cold, and then hit into it, bent into it, felt like a decent fish. I had it on for about 4 or 5 minutes, felt like forever, and really wanted that one. As soon as it felt like, I know it's always the one that got away that felt like a decent one, but just to have one, you know, for 4 days before Christmas would have been wicked. Great Christmas present. They're all in their top winter colours, all, you know, packed on loads of weight, so I really am gutted. Pretty devastated for this one. But that's carp fishing. I'm going about 12ish, so I've still got a bit of time to get a bite. Got one out on a zig, on a little 2-foot zig. Good this time. It's lucky because there's no one else has had any fish for a while out of here, so it's lucky to even get the bite, which is why it makes it even more dev. It's the first time I've had a proper hook pull from this rig. It's the IQ sort of D rig that I use. You know, they're so nailed. I already had two bream on it last night on the rig, so. And they're absolutely nailed. This is a new one. Hook is as sharp as anything. I blame the 4.5 ounce leads that I use, and the fact that I normally drop them on the go, and it was just on too tight. Liam over there doing his wraps. He hasn't had anything. I wanted him to get his first. He hasn't had a common out of here. His first common. I had one in that tree line, but it's out there, out by the buoy now. All the rods, I got them all in. I didn't cast my rod back out, left the ones out, left the one that was sort of left down to it, and didn't recast, but then brought them all in as it was just getting light, got them all ready, to put out at first light, because obviously it's a long chuck out there, and I didn't want to do it in the dark and mess up. I thought I'd wait for first light, quickly got them out, so they're all ready now. So I would say that's it, blow my chances. Probably would be alright if I was here for another night, but quick, that's winter fishing for you. Absolutely gutted. Looks like there's some sort of roach movement out there on the surface. Fish have been, it's the warmest night it's been for a while. It sort of got to about 4 degrees last night, but you know, it's about 6, 7 now. It's pretty mild. The fishing pretty active. So I had to have 2 slabs. I had 2 bream, 12 pound 7, then one. It's a chunky, another chunky. I didn't weigh it, but it was definitely over 10. There's a lot of over 10 in here. So if you like your bream fishing, I mean, before I fished this lake, I've seen bream to about 6, 7 pounds, which I thought were big uns, but these bream in here really are big. So specimens in their own right. It's just not what I'm interested in. So, but lovely fish nonetheless. Had a 13 out this year, so see if I can beat that. There we go. But not this time of year, not in December. I know you do get them in the winter, but it's a good sign that they're biting, so hopefully I can just nick a bite before I go home. Just don't give it too much pressure. So it's 20 to 11 and Liam's bagged one, hooked one. How's it feel? So Liam's just had this slab. How big was it?
It's 7.5.
So not quite as thick as the ones I got, but it's still quite a big fish. It's his first bream from this lake. Yeah. First bream?
Yep. First one trying on corn and everything like that, get it on a boilie.
And then you get it on the snowman, just sitting down there, look. So there we go, to release it now. Still a thick set fish.
Oh, it's cold.
Off she goes. There we go.
Slimy.
I said I'd get you a PB. Not quite what I was planning, but there we go.
Bit of action.
Bit of action. Right, so it's come to the end of the session. Yeah, again, another carpless night. That's 2 or 3 nights now I've done without, just quick nighters without a fish. Obviously, still gutted about the loss of that one last night. But you know, lessons to be learned. It's the first time I've fished this swim, so it's nice to get a bite from this swim. I've got about an hour to go, so obviously if I catch anything you'll see it, but I'm sort of signing out now. And like I said, 4 days till Christmas now, it's the 21st now. I hope everyone has a lovely festive season, a great Christmas. Thanks for all of your support through this year. It's been good fun. It's been highs and lows. It's been awesome doing the videos. I never expected anyone to really like them or get along with them. I just, it's something I've always wanted to do, and I hope people have got as much out of it as what I do. Like I said, thank you for all the views and the subscribers and everything. And if you ever want to talk, then add like the Facebook, give me a message, and like I said, have a lovely Christmas and a happy New Year. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers, guys. Tight lines for 2015.